Assalamu alaikum everyone. Hope you all are fine. Welcome to the week 4 lesson. Date is 27th April to 1st May 2020. Subject is chemistry, class 8, and topic which we are going to discuss today is exothermic reactions. Objectives. By the end of lesson, students would be able to identify the nature of chemical changes in various reactions, describe the nature of chemical changes, for example, exothermic reactions, define exothermic reactions, illustrate example of exothermic reactions, recap the lesson by jotting down main points of the lesson, attempt questions given in the assignment. Resources for our today's lesson are General Science book grade 8, eLearn Punjab app, web links. There are 2 YouTube links which are the videos related to your topic, and then I have provided you with the web link in which you can play games related to your topic. Quiz would be there, and the worksheets and several question answers, multiple choice questions would be in that link. My dear students, before starting our today's lesson, let's recap our lesson number 1, lesson number 2 and lesson number 3, which is very important to memorize, to remember those points which we have already discussed. So in our lesson number 1, we studied about chemical reactions. We study introduction of chemical reactions, importance of chemical reactions in our daily life. We came up about ideas that how the chemical reactions are taking place in our environment, but we don't notice them. Then in lesson number 2, we studied how to write a chemical equation. We study about how can we represent a chemical equation, what are the rules for balancing a working of chemical equation. Then we studied stepwise method, step number 1, step number 2 and step number 3, in which we can balance our chemical equation. Then in lesson number 3, we studied types of chemical reaction. We studied 2 main types of chemical reaction, that were addition reaction and decomposition reactions. We came to know that decomposition reactions came from the word decompose, which means the breakdown of any compound into several elements into reactants, a product breakdown into the reactants. And then we studied addition reaction, which means a combination reaction in which 2 or more elements combine together to form a single compound. So we studied adding and decomposing by the help of reactions, that how elements, how compounds break down, how elements combine to form a compound, or how reactants are added to form a product, and how a product is break down to form the reactants. Students, as you know that we practice brainstorming session in our classrooms. So today the brainstorming session is about a very interesting activity which you people are going to perform at your home, and which is very easy and very easy available material. So what you have to do is you have to take some detergent on your hand, on your palm, and what you have to do is you have to pour some water on it. Simply you have to observe that what type of change on your palm is going. Are you feeling any kind of heat, or what type of changes you are going to see on the detergent present on your hand by adding the water? So probably the easiest, most readily available reaction is one between laundry detergent and water. Put a bit of powdered detergent in your hand, add water, feel the heat, be sure that you are going to rinse your hands thoroughly, since detergent dries out skin. Another simple example of an exothermic reaction is combustion, such as lighting a candle. An initial input of energy causes oxygen and wax react to produce carbon dioxide, water and heat. So you can see the common examples at your home, that we don't observe the those type of reactions which are going on around us, but for our thought provoking we give them the names. For example, we give the name exothermic reaction So in detail, I'm going to tell you that what are the exothermic reactions, but in this stage you have to do that simple activity. You have to observe the changes, you have to see what happens to the detergent, and by lighting a candle simply you have to observe that what changes are going to take place in that wax. Either they are producing heat or light, what type of changes are going on. Observe them keenly and record your observations. So students, let's come to the topic which we are going to discuss in detail today, that are exothermic reactions. Contents of our today's lesson: exothermic reactions, what are they, what happens when an exothermic reaction occurs, interesting exothermic reactions around you, example of exothermic reactions, amount of heat released in exothermic reactions, daily life example of exothermic reactions, that what type of exothermic reactions are going on in your surroundings and what you need to observe. Exothermic reactions, what are they? A question comes in your mind, a big question mark, that what type of reactions are those exothermic. The name is quite difficult for you, but the name consists of the meaning of the whole lesson, the whole reaction. Exo means outside, to given out, to release something, and thermic means heat. So those reactions which produce heat, those are called exothermic reactions. An exothermic reaction is a chemical reaction that releases energy in the form of light or heat. An exothermic reaction is a chemical or physical reaction that gives out energy to its surroundings. It is the opposite of an endothermic reaction, which we will discuss later on. The energy needed for the reaction to occur is less than the total energy released. Let's have a look at what happens when an exothermic reaction occurs. Number one step: energy must be supplied to break the chemical bonds. You know that elements are chemically bonded. Any molecule, any compound is formed when two or more atoms combine, they bond it together. And then step number two, energy is released when new subchemical bonds are made, means new substances are made. A reaction is exothermic if a lot of energy is released. You can interesting exothermic reactions, the reactions which are going around you, those exothermic reactions which we didn't notice, which we don't consider, but they are exothermic reactions. For example, respiration. Respiration is considered as an exothermic reaction because in respiration, oxidation of glucose takes place, which produces a large amount of heat energy. We have already discussed it in the applications of chemical reaction, a detailed process, a detailed chemical equation, that how energy is produced. Then another interesting phenomena, that is evaporation. Actually, evaporation is considered as an exothermic reaction and endothermic reaction as well. How it is considered as an exothermic reaction? Because heat is provided as well as evolved in the form of vapors. For example, you can see when it rains, how the process of evaporation takes place. When there comes the sunlight, when there is sun, it produces heat energy. By absorbing that heat energy, the rainwater evaporates. So this is also the example of exothermic reaction, that they are absorbing heat. This is an endothermic reaction, but it is giving out the vapors, which is exothermic reaction. So it is considered as an exothermic and endothermic both, but respiration is an exothermic, purely exothermic reaction. My dear students, I have provided you with the examples, plenty of examples of exothermic reactions which are going on in our surroundings. For example, burning of coal, you know how carbon dioxide is produced, then formation of ammonia gas, then formation of water, formation of sulfur trioxide, burning of a natural gas, burning of a coal, then formation of a slaked lime, and then respiration. All these processes are the examples of exothermic reactions. We came across with them in our daily life. but we are reactions, we don't know the terminology, we don't know the specific name of the reaction, but these are the things which are going on in our surroundings. We observe them in our daily life. These are simply the examples of exothermic reactions. You have to prepare the equations, you have to write down the exothermic reactions, so you need to practice them. Practice these equations. These are the very important equations. They can come in your MCQs, they can come in another question to complete the missing reactions or complete the missing compounds. So you have to practice these example of exothermic reactions. Students, daily life examples of exothermic reactions. Daily life means that which we see again and again, but these are specifically exothermic reactions. Since in exothermic reactions heat energy exit the system, therefore some examples from daily life are combustion, photosynthesis, formation of salt, sodium chloride, which is commonly known as table salt, which we eat. That the formation of salt is basically an exothermic reaction. Energy is produced, energy is given out. So these are the daily life examples of exothermic reaction. Combustion, in which oxygen is producing and energy is produced. That are the combustion reactions in which oxygen is basically utilized. So photosynthesis also is an example of exothermic reaction. Heat is given out, energy is given out. Those reactions in which energy in the form of heat or light is given out, those reactions are exothermic reactions. We have discussed a lot about examples in our daily life. So my dear students, let's wrap up our today's lesson. In our today's lesson, we have studied about chemical change, in which I have asked you to do the activity at your home and then share your experience, observe your recordings, what you have observed. Then in the another thing which we have discussed, energy changes, that how the change in energy takes place during exothermic reactions. Then we discussed detail of reactions which are going around us. What are the reactions, what are the examples. Then I have asked you to practice your chemical equations related to your exothermic reactions, that if a question comes that define exothermic reactions, or what do you mean by exothermic reactions, give an example. So you should prepare examples in the form of chemical equations. So my dear students, reactions are always written in the form of chemical equations, so you need to practice it again and again. You will be successful if you are going to practice it on the daily basis. And then in the last, we have studied about the importance of exothermic chemical reactions in our daily life, that how these things like photosynthesis, respiration, combustion, all these things are the commonly going on phenomena which are regularly happening in our environment and in our surrounding. So just we need to observe them, just we need to learn them, and just we need to recall our concepts by observing keenly on those reactions which are going on in our surroundings. We just need to have a keen observation about them. My dear students, here comes your assignment. Today you are going to do exercise question number 5.6 and exercise question number 5.7, and then web links, the two YouTube videos which are relevant to your topic, exothermic reactions, and another video which is of the topic which we are going to discuss further, endothermic reactions in detail, difference between exothermic and endothermic reaction. Here we have a complete video. I just need you to watch it properly so that we can further discuss it in detailed form. And then I have a very good platform for you, which is footprintscience.co.uk, in which you have lot of games, lot of quiz, lot of multiple choice questions, and question answers, quiz, match the columns, and multiple choice, multiple types of the question answers, a variety of the questions you can find over there. So please go through this website and solve the worksheet, solve the questions, solve the puzzles which they are provided. It is to enhance your concept. It will definitely going to enhance your learning as well. My dear students, with this we end our lesson today. Now you have to practice the chemical reactions of exothermic reactions, and then you have to go through from your book. You have to solve the exercise questions, and you need to go through the websites which I have provided, and you need to solve the worksheets, solve your puzzles. Thank you so much. It will enhance your learning if you are going to practice the equations and if you are going through the lesson thoroughly. Thank you so much once again.